Thanks everyone for coming out to the Firefly walk. I was here 2 nights ago to make sure they were here, and they are. So the meadow that we're going to walk through, just 100 yards that way, is full of fireflies as soon as the sun goes down. It's also full of mosquitoes. So I'm impressed with how many of you thought to wear long shirts, because you will enjoy it. I did not. I am a mosquito magnet, so if you stay near me, you won't get bit. But I was going to talk before I start talking about fireflies. I want to introduce. We've got a couple of board members from the Wellesley Conservation Land Trust here, and they're the sponsors of this event. The Conservation Land Trust. Thank you. The Land Trust in Wellesley owns some property, some natural land in Wellesley. We also own conservation easements on property where someone wants to protect it. They've got a part of the property. And we put on programs like this. The mission is both to protect the land, but also to educate people about fun things about nature, and provide trails and hikes and geology walks and bird walks. And so hopefully you're all on our mailing list. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Judy Barr. I'm Vice President of the Wellesley Conservation Land Trust. We have 8 properties. As Chris said, Chris is a board member. Deb Brown here is a board member. And we try to have educational programs. We'll be having one in the fall, perhaps related to the Charles River and its impact on the town of Wellesley and what's happening with the Charles River as it runs through Wellesley. We do a number of things. If you're a member, thank you very much. We need membership donations and membership dues. If you're not, I have some, this is just a description of it. If you're interested, then you can go to the website and find out more information. But it tells you more about, this is our old name, which was the Wellesley Conservation Council. But we now, since we are a land trust, we've been a land trust, that means it's held in trust forever, since 1958, quite a long time. So come join us, become part of the Wellesley Conservation Land Trust.
What's the land trust? Is it WCLT.com or something? .org?
.org.
WCLT, Wellesley Conservation Land Trust. So it's really easy to remember.
So take a brochure, read about it, come join us. Come participate. We'll be having some, there's a lot of invasives, plants that shouldn't be there, that are eating up and taking up space of our natural land and plants. And we really want to protect what was here as opposed to something that's been imported from something else because it was ornamentally beautiful, but the bugs and the birds won't talk to us. So we want to have those. And so we try to do invasive removals. And so look for those. We'll be sending it out to our emails about, come join us at Kronks, which is up in the Heights. And we're going to do removing English ivy, which shouldn't be there. It's pretty, but it's completely overrunning the native plants. So come join us. If you like to pull weeds.
Thank you, Judy. So tonight is all about the fireflies at night, and then the last 3 or 4 years they just have been coming back. The town did do a few things. Somebody was asking me before I started talking to the group, well, why are they back? I know the town did do a few things. They stopped spraying pesticide on the grass, so that's a lot of pesticide that was getting spread that isn't anymore. That might be one reason. And they started not raking up all the leaves, pushing a lot of it off to the sides instead of coming by with the big vacuums and sucking it up or bagging it or whatever. And the firefly larvae live on slugs and worms that live in the leaf litter. So if we take all the leaves away, that's another reason maybe why the fireflies are so impressive once the sun sets over here. So the fireflies that we'll see tonight became adult fireflies that fly around that you can see and catch just in the last couple of weeks. So they live the typical firefly lives for like 1 to 3 years, but it spends 2 weeks as an egg, and then 1 to 3 years almost as a larva that looks like, if you've ever seen a pill bug, when you pick up a rock and the little thing curls up, they look like pill bugs, except they're a little bit longer and narrower, and they actually glow for their whole life. So a firefly out here that was glowing, if you happened to pick up the right rock or move the right leaf, and you saw it while it was still not a flying beetle, then you would see it glow through its whole life, which I've never seen. So if somebody knows where the firefly larva can be found, I'm with you for a trip for that. So they spend almost 1 to 3 years as a larva. 2 weeks they become a pupa, just like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. They find a little spot, they become a pupa, and then they emerge as the lightning bug that we're going to see. And for the 2 to 4 weeks that the lightning bug might live as an adult, there's different species that eat different things. A bunch of them don't eat anything at all. So they gorge up before they turn into an adult, and then they don't have any food at all for their whole adult life. They're only there to kind of meet other fireflies and have firefly babies. It's their entire adult existence. Some of them do live on sip a little nectar before the evening festivities begin. And so the last time I was out here looking before it got dark enough, I did see a few fireflies that were on the flowers in the meadow. So you might see that. And then once the sundown hits, it doesn't have to get completely dark, but the sun, sort of the official time that the sun sets, that's when the fireflies begin blinking. And it's the males generally that you'll see flying around looking for the girl fireflies, and they will blink to try to attract the attention of a female who's sitting on a branch or a tuft of grass. Yes?
So can you see female fireflies?
You can, because what the females will do, if they're interested, if they see a male that they're interested in, they blink back. And that's how the firefly knows they found one. And so you'll see it, you'll walk along and suddenly there's one blinking right in the grass as well sometimes. And you can catch them. Now, the fun thing about fireflies is they've got a light, so you can see them to catch them. And the chemicals that are in them are terrible for almost every other insect. So they're not worried about getting eaten, or they're kind of crazy in how they don't try to avoid you. So if a firefly is flying along and you just walk behind it and cup your hand, they usually will just land. They're kind of flying around, they're bumping into branches and stopping all the time anyway, so you don't have to swipe at them, you don't have to, generally if you just stop, they'll land and they'll stay there. You don't have to cup them hard or anything, they'll just stop on your hand and you can look at them and they'll blink right on your hand and then you can let them go. They blink in different patterns. There's different species out here. I was out a couple of nights ago and I saw some that were blinking 2 quick blinks and then they would wait and then 2 quick blinks. And and they're blinking that pattern so that the female that is the matching species knows, oh, that's one that's a match for me, and they'll blink a different pattern back, and it's like a code that all the fireflies are sending to each other so that they know who is who. And the only exception to that is the one firefly species that doesn't live on nothing or nectar. There's one firefly species that lives on fireflies, and they can actually do all the different blinks. So they just wait in a spot and they see a particular pattern and they know, oh, they're looking for this, and they'll do a matching pattern. Only this is a particularly big firefly, and the ladies of that firefly species eat the males of the other fireflies. So there are, and they are. I have caught some of those, so I know that they are those. That kind is in Wellesley. Why don't we're going to walk over to the meadow now. So the fireflies won't be out yet. There should be dragonflies out.
I know how to catch one.
And I bet you'll be able to catch the fireflies. The dragonflies, I'll be impressed if you can catch, because dragonflies see better than we do. They see a lot better than we do. They see in effectively in slow motion, where we can process 60 frames a second. A dragonfly processes 200 frames a second. So that's how they can catch that little midge changing direction. They're actually seeing much faster frame rate than we see. So animation would look silly to them because they would see each picture changing, not like we see it. But why don't we walk over? We'll take a look, see if we can find some dragonflies until the fireflies come out. And you can have step up when it's dark. So remember this on your way out. So it's going to be driven by how dark it is. So if you find a spot here or at the end of this path, there's another tree overhang, area which is where they're going to start. So you can walk around now. We'll look for dragonflies, but they're going to come out in about 20 minutes. The fireflies should start blinking. But there is a specific. This is open. Yeah, this is open.
I got it.
leeches. What's it for?
I have some. No, this one's annoying. It's an other bug.
Oh, okay.
I have three. I can't do it. But they're not glowing. We got three. But there's like, do you see the black?
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, wow. Oh, you got an orange one. Look at that. That's incredible.
No,
Good
then
for
we
you.
can dissect them. Yes, all the.
Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you.
Good night. Wait, Mom.
I don't think they are.
Splashing in his hand. See?
Yeah.
I find them in winter sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Splashing.
No, I'm pretty sure that they are not violent.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming out. Neat. You got one.
Oh,
Why are there so many little ones?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
So many.
I'm a photographer
There's so
myself.
many little ones here. Why? Oh, they're seeds. Here.
Bye.
Oh no! What's my fire? Flowers. Yeah. Wait, it's not flowers. No, it's just
Like a larva. But except that they, you can tell they're lightning bugs because they light up.
Oh, Mama, Diddy got one.
We can try the other way. That was a splotch.
Oh. But walk on the sides. Yeah, right in the edge of the.
I'm
Yeah,
waterlogged.
or even you don't have to walk quite that far over. Made it.
Careful. You okay?
Oh my god, I feel so wet. My feet. Okay, don't fight outside. That's what